And welcome to the finals. So, SoloPoppyOnly managed to defeat... excuse me. Managed to defeat Kjörf in the other top four that we didn't see. And obviously Knite we just saw win with the Perfect Raizers. So this will be an interesting finals. And Knite has decided to stick with the Perfect Raizer. I assume that SoloPoppyOnly will be playing the MLB. Yep, that's right. Interestingly enough, one of my cats is named Poppy, the other cat is named Hamish. They're very Scottish cats. Not that I have any favourites in this. I'm an unbiased commentator. However, if it was my cat playing Vanguard, I would absolutely be 100% behind my cat. So, this is an interesting opening move. It is not the ideal setup here for SoloPoppyOnly. There is no Blaster Blade or Blaster Dark or even a Gancelot in hand. Knite there was forced to use the Burst Raizer effect. Forced to call the Perfect Guard. Oh, drawing into the Blaster Dark was very good. So, forced to call the Perfect Guard. In order to hit over that 8k, you needed to get the boost. And generally, I imagine Knite would not want to boost. He doesn't want the Burst Raizer in his deck. He'd prefer to have the Burst Raizer in his field or in his hand. And also, this isn't a Raizer unit, so that means he's going to have to put 3 Raizer units into his soul in order to give Perfect Raizer the plus crit. Now, SoloPoppyOnly should be using the effect of the Wing Owl Brave to card blast 1 in search. And win with a Blaster Dark. That makes more sense. Because there's only 3 Blaster Darks left in the deck, and there's 4 Blaster Blades and also 4 Gancelots left in the deck. That is a 8 chance of hitting into the Blaster Blade, whereas there's only a 3 chance of hitting into the Blaster Dark. And the MLB is already in hand, so that helps with that. That was very unfortunate for Tank Raizer to miss there. This is not going the way that Knite wants it to. Okay, taking care of the rear guard. Always seen the grade 1 8k as the threat. Raizer obviously doesn't have any way of retiring, so you'll always get rid of grade 1s is to treat them in the front row. And that was a fantastic draw to just draw into that Blaster Blade. Majesty Lord Blaster. Oh, well, that's not what I was expecting to see. I was expecting to see a Blaster Blade and a Blaster Dark go here and here, and then either the 2 Palamedes to cover the rearguard circles, or for the Trumpeter to just be put down just as a defense. It's unusual to see the Blaster Blade and Blaster Dark both used on front row rearguard circles. It made sense in this instance. Yep. That Perfect Guard made sense because 3 damage, and obviously the MLB will put him on 5. So that activates the Perfect Guard. And this is the event artwork of the Perfect Raizer. And yep, card blast 2 to get the Burst Raizer. Certainly makes sense. So using the Street Bouncer effect to draw 1, since the Raizers are going to go into Soul anyway. Okay, so now they both have 2 crit. So this is a battle of the big swinging boys. A lot of haymakers are going to be thrown around here. Oh, and there's no Perfect Guard, so... Well, the Perfect Guard wouldn't have activated anyway because it would only put them on 4 damage. And the high-powered Raizer custom obviously does not hit. There's no reason not to put the heal in and get the grade 2 Blaster Blade. So I imagine the Blaster Blade's effect will be used here. Card Blast 2 to retire one of the 8 kills. And then call a Palamute? No, call this. Oh, well that was good. Now you can call the 8k Vanilla in behind the Blaster Blade. Yep. There was no reason not to call the grade 1 to Raizer Circle. I guess it doesn't matter. And maybe it gives more of an illusion that there's potential to have Perfect Guards in hand. That heal trigger happening at exactly the right moment. So now Knite is in the position that they need to get rid of both of these grade 2 rear guards before the Perfect Raizer can hit. Now I'm not expecting any crits to be in this deck, but if he hits a crit, then that would have been... There's a lot of heal triggers being hit this game. That is the last heal trigger that Knite has. As I was saying, lots of heal triggers in this game. An unusual amount, dare I say. Perhaps the game knows that this is the finals and wants to give a bit of a show. So now we're coming into the hand advantage part of the situation, where there's 1 card in hand versus 4 cards in hand. I saw it seeing a bit of a connection error there. I don't think SoloPoppyOnly is actually considering raiding the Alfred early over the Majesty Lord Blaster. That would be quite a bad move in this situation. And did. I'm surprised. So sacrificing the plus critical there, and didn't use the effect of Blaster Blade either. Maybe they're just thinking that they want to get as much defense as possible, because they are facing down the Perfect Raizer here, and just having like more grade 2s. In retrospect, it makes sense. It's a difficult decision, but it's a 10k Vanguard against an 11k. But the SoloPoppyOnly is absolutely playing the long game here. They aren't trying to win this turn. And if they can draw into another Majesty Lord Blaster, then it will have the +2 and the plus critical again. I think. No, it doesn't. 2 Blaster Darks in there. I thought it was Blaster Blade and Blaster, and I thought it was 2 Blaster Blades. And Blaster Dark. Well, you never really want to go calling the Perfect Guard, but it is better than hitting a grade 3. Yep, okay, so that 8k is going to hit her there. And then the other column will attack the Blast Blade. And then the Perfect Raizer is going to run into Perfect Guard. That will help though. Because that'll put SoloPoppyOnly on 5 damage as opposed to 4. Yep, absolutely hits. So, interestingly enough here, these 2 grade 1s actually can kill both of these grade 2s. There's a Majesty Lord Blaster. Oh, that's a more difficult decision, because it takes away another card from your hand. Decided not to run it, okay. Yep. That's the same move I would do. I don't think I'd have done that. But I guess SoloPoppyOnly is just after the Perfect Guards. That Perfect Raizer will be looking more and more dangerous right now. And the heal activates, so that's very strong. And SoloPoppyOnly gave the +5 to the rear guard instead of Vanguard. Maybe not wanting to give Knite 4 damage? 4 face-up damage? I don't know why. I can't think of anything that uses the Cannon Blasts. Looks like Knite is just trying to go for the kill here. Cannon Blast 1 again, make it 10k. And then attack for 16. With Rearguard. Oh, there wasn't even a trigger. Oh, this might be game right here. In fact, it's a guaranteed game because they've been through all their heals, both of them. And very interestingly, Perfect Raizer wins the entire tournament. Congratulations to Knite. And they'll be winning the 5 packs, I believe, because it was a 10-person tournament. So, very interesting all round. We got to see some interesting decks. Incredible amount of heal triggers going on, especially in that last game. That was remarkable. Yeah. Some of the plays were strange, but they made sense in retrospect, in hindsight. It's difficult to commentate on a game than it is to actually play the game. You know, if I was actually in the tournament myself, I'd maybe be making some of the same decisions, but you've got a different mindset when you're actually in the tournament and actually trying to compete and actually trying to win. Didn't see any realistic misplays. There were some things that I thought maybe could have done the other move, but it's not exactly a misplay, it's just opinions. It's what you think is the best move to do in the situation that happens. So yeah, I think it was overall a very skill-based tournament. A lot of good players that definitely know their stuff, know what they're doing. So I'm looking forward to seeing these tournaments. I think we're going to do them fortnightly, roughly. We're going to do one with packs every month. You're only allowed one per month. and we will see about the other ones. So, yeah, I think it was a good tournament. I'm looking forward to the next one. I hope you all at home are looking forward to it as well. I've probably rambled on a bit too long here on this Louvre screen. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully, if you can, we would love to see you join the next tournament. They're free to enter.